Welcome back to another Sebastian Lane live with your boy Dave and Rasta. Again, got another jam-packed show. 3 guys should be on. Hopefully, everybody's schedule kind of parlays for it. Should be another good show. We're 4-0. How you feeling, Dave?
Feeling undefeated. How about you?
It's better than feeling defeated.
I'll take it. How many times we've seen these games and played these games and not always come out on the right side in these games. I'm gonna take it week by week as it comes. I don't care who we're playing. As long as we get that win, I'm good, man. I'm good. Looking forward to Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, a weird win on Friday night. Hopefully, this storm kind of stays a little west and too much affected. Hopefully, it doesn't affect nobody, man. Hopefully, everybody stays safe during this storm. But we got one Friday night, 7:30. I think it's ESPN again, another primetime game, which is what you love to see, right? I hate Friday night games because obviously recruits can get down to kind of see us, and also it's the middle of the week. Or not middle of the week, I guess end of the week you would call it. But, it's South Florida, bro. Fans ain't going to really show up. So hopefully they do. You got a winning team, 4-0, a big game coming in, Virginia Tech's rolling in. So I'm kind of excited. Obviously, we got a few recruits that's going to be on tonight, a couple 2026 guys. But we also got a Miami Hurricane commit coming on to kind of talk to us, who was in the building last Saturday to kind of see Miami do what they do against USF. So we'll get his opinion, get his take on kind of what he perceives ahead of time. Like I said last week, man, we are on a new platform. We are under, our own Sebastian Lane. So please like, subscribe, do all the good things. So we are trying to get this following up. Make sure you subscribe so when we go live every Monday night at 8 p.m., you guys can tune in and check us out. So we will be bringing live interviews each and every week. I do got a couple plans that me and Dave got in the works for some things. in the future, just to kind of do some different things on this channel. So our guy is backstage right now. He really does not need any introduction. My tongue is like tired tonight or something, man. So, but I want to go ahead and bring him on, get him in, because obviously he was in the building to watch Miami drum USF. How you doing, man? Go ahead, introduce yourself for whoever's been sleeping under a rock. Who may not know you. Let them know who you are, where you're from, what position you play.
I'm Girard Pringle. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I'm in 2025 class, and I play running back.
That's what's up, man. So, like we were just speaking, you were in the game. You were able to go watch Miami a couple times now, right?
Yes,
What's your take, man? Like, obviously Miami's off to a 4-0 start. Kale Moore looks every bit of a Heisman Trophy winner. What's your take on Miami?
I just love the way the ball is spread around amongst the players and stuff like that. Every running back touched the ball. 5 different running backs touched the ball, so I feel the ball is spreading around very well.
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because a lot of fans, a lot of the national media is trying to play it off as Miami don't run the ball. Miami's struggling running the ball, right? Obviously, Cam Ward's putting up video game numbers, and the ball is, like you said, just run backs being thrown everywhere. The receivers, tight ends, everything, right? Do you see that, like, in your eyes, in your honest opinion, do you think Miami is struggling to run the ball?
No, sir. I feel like Cam Ward doing that is opening the running game more.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. I was just talking to a buddy, and it's a numbers game, right? Football's a numbers game at the end of the day. And every team so far has stacked the box and kind of said, hey, we're not going to let you beat us by running. And Cam's exploited them, and now it's kind of easing back. I mean, we're almost average 200 yards a game, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of like, how can you be struggling and you almost average 200? So Miami is a top 10 team in the country. They're feeling good right now. How are you feeling with the rest of the season ahead? Now ACC play is opening up. How do you see Miami maybe finishing off this year?
I feel like they can get to the championship. But definitely they're going to go deep in the playoffs. I feel like they're just going to get stronger and stronger, and they can get to the top.
Got you. So Miami, Coach Dawson is kind of known as an air raid guy, right? What do you see, like, because like you said, Miami is spreading the ball all over the field to running backs, receivers, everything. Do you think it's a true air raid, or do you think it's kind of modified?
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
My bad. You can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I got you. I said, so Coach Dawson is known as like an air raid guy, right? So, you can't really be an air raid guy when you got almost 200 yards on the ground. So do you look at it like that? Like, oh, it's an air raid offense, or it's kind of modified a little bit? How do you see this offense?
I feel like it's kind of balanced because you can't be too air raid at 5 running backs touching the ball, and at least 2 of them getting close to 100 yards every game. So I feel like he can't be too air raid.
Nah, I got you. So your game, right? Like, a lot of people like to say, oh, man, he's a scat back. But you're not just a scat back, right? You do everything for Armwood.
Yes, sir.
Who do you modify your game at? Like, who do you look up to? Who do you idolize with your game?
If we're talking about right now, Jameer Gibbs, but my favorite running back of all time is Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that would be. I watched your film, obviously 2 years now. I watched you since you were a junior. I look at you. I see it very similar to Le'Veon Bell, right? A guy that can come out the backfield to catch the ball, but you can run between the tackles. You're big enough to hit the holes. You're fast enough to get outside. Like, you're a do-it-all type of back, right? So I hate when people say that. Oh, he's just a scat back. He's just a guy that speaks. No, like, your game, you're all over. So I want to talk to you about that real quick. So Armwood, right? Your high school,
yes,
guys
sir.
kind of added some talent this offseason and look dominant right now. How are you guys feeling? Obviously, it's almost a half point for your guys' season. How are you guys feeling, like, headed to, obviously, the goal, the state championship?
We feel very confident. We just keep building every practice. We're working hard. We added on some leaders that push our teammates, and I just feel like it's a go for state championship.
I got you, man. I'm gonna pass to my co-host, man. Let me chop it up here, pass it back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, real quick, like the game Saturday, obviously Cam Ward and the guys throwing the ball around, offense, everything looked good. One thing that really sticks out to me, though, little things, they kind of pan to the sidelines and you see Cam hanging with the guys. You see wide receivers. He's with the DBs. He's kind of making his rounds kind of with everybody, and you see the closeness of the team. That's not something we've had for several years at Miami. We've kind of looked for it and wanted to get that back. And that's kind of a culture change, right? You see where Mario's headed. Uh, I saw an interview with you. I think it was with 247 after a game the other night. They're asking about your team, and you were saying there's no selfishness on your team. Everybody's together. You're kind of going towards one goal. How important is it to you to see that culture change and the guys on the sidelines kind of all going for one goal? And do you have like a current relationship, or talk about your current relationship with the current players on the team, guys you talk to, reach out to, things like that?
It's a couple guys I knew for a long time since playing in Little League, so I feel like our bond is it's a tight bond and it's a brotherlyhood. So I feel like that's a part of the reason why we're going as far as we're going. I feel like that's going to be a key factor of us going to the state championship because everybody just want to see everybody winning.
Got you. Seeing some of the guys on the team now in that running back room, seeing you play, seeing your film, seeing all this stuff, it's no secret why Coach Dawson and the team likes you. You fit that mold with him. Can you talk about your relationship with Coach Dawson and your relationship with Coach Merritt?
My relationship with Coach Mary is very tight. I look at him like an uncle. I feel like we rarely talk about football, but when we do talk about football, it's a legendary conversation. I feel like Coach Mary is going to help me be a better man and a football player, and Coach Dawson is going to add on to that. He's going to use me in different types of ways, and I feel very confident about it.
Got you. Um, Anybody that you talk, like obviously Cam Ward, Cam's going to be going out, next year, headed to the league. Any conversations you have with anybody currently in the quarterback room, or like Luke Nickel, anybody incoming?
Yes, sir. I talk to Luke Nichols sometimes. Um, he just says he can't wait for us to get there and continue what they have going on right now. I feel like we can bring something big to Miami.
Got you. Love it. Do you have another trip planned to Miami soon?
Yes, sir. Of course. I'm going to the next home game.
Okay, fantastic, awesome. Um, so I know, so you've been committed a while. You committed back in March.
Yes, sir.
We had you on the show just maybe like a week later after your commitment, and I've seen several times you said you're locked in with Miami. I see the term, shut down recruitment, things like that. But let's be honest, you're a talented kid, one of the top kids in the whole country. There's going to be other programs continue to reach out to you. You don't have to tell us everything, but can you give us a little insight on who you're hearing from other programs the most right now?
I'm talking to Ole Miss, Georgia are the ones the hardest coming after me. But I have heard from since I committed Missouri, Alabama, Florida, and just a couple more teams. But I'm locked in Miami, and I'm planning on switching.
Got you. Love it. And you said you're going to be there Friday night. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
You'll be at the game. Okay, cool.
If
Um,
no, if
but
our gets canceled because it's a hurricane, so it might
yeah,
get yeah.
true. Yeah, either get cancer, it's going to keep getting pushed back, and they're going to come on at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'm going to be struggling to watch it. But I'll watch it either way.
Yes,
So
sir.
Friday night, I think you were like around 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, huge performance again from you. Uh, Give a shout out to some of you guys, man. You big boys up front, your O line. Who helps you who makes all that possible for you?
Quandre, of course, he's the leader of my O line. Well, I look at him as the leader of the O line. He pushes the guys. Um, all my Logan Miller, he's the center. He gives them a big push. None of them bicker, none of them fight. They just want to be leaders and want to win. So I respect that about them.
Awesome. Last thing for me, and I'll pass it back. When do you think you'll arrive on campus? Will you early enroll, or do you know?
Yes, sir. I'm early and early. I come January 7th.
Fantastic. Hey, man, thank you so much once again. Another great interview with you. Welcome to you again. You've been here for a while. Look forward to getting you on campus, and best of luck. And I'm gonna pass it back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We got a few more, man, and we'll get you out of here for the rest of the night. So obviously you had a great season so far. Everything's going well. What's some goals that you have, like, maybe towards the end of the year, eclipsing 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns? Like, what's some goals you got, bro?
All I'm worried about right now is state championship. That's the only goal.
I got you, man. So like I was telling you, like we mentioned earlier, Armwood has a ton of talent on it right now. What's some other guys that you're trying to bring to Miami with you? You don't have to just be Armwood, but some guys around your area.
Definitely Kellen Wiley, Tyler Williams, Cam White, all them guys, Jalen Waters, all them guys on my team. I'm trying to bring them with me to the U, Armwood to the U.
We gotta get that trending. We gotta put Armwood to the U out.
Yes, sir. It's already kind of trending right now.
Yeah, we gonna make a movement. That's for sure.
Yes,
so obviously Miami takes on Virginia Tech this weekend. You got any score predictions? What you think? How you think this game will gonna turn out?
I like 38-14.
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
They'll cover the spread again, so I'll take that any day of the week.
Yes, sir.
So, hey man, I appreciate you, bro. As again, we'll have you on a little later towards the end of your season. Just see how everything went. Check up on you, man. We'll be in touch as always. Enjoy your night, man. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
No problem, man. Later. All right, man. So that's obviously 4-star running back commit, Girard Pringle. If you don't know that dude, please go watch his tape. Incredible athlete. He kind of gets mixed into that bunch of scat back. So hopefully, he can get down many, many more with a lot of those Armwood guys. But if you know me, and you know how I love my secondary, this next guy who should be hopping on here in a minute, I'm excited. I can't wait to get him on. Another 2026 guy. Like I said before, me and Dave already talked. 2025 is almost over, basically. Like, recruiting class is almost done. So now it's time to turn the table and start, getting you guys used to these 2026 young men who are going to be major targets for Miami. He just popped on, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him on, let him introduce himself. He really doesn't need any introduction if you watch high school football. How you doing, man? I'm excited. I've been telling my co-host for a minute. I've been waiting for this interview. Let them know who you are, where you're from, and what position you play.
I'm Simeon Caldwell from the Bowl School in Jacksonville, Florida, and I play hybrid linebacker and safety.
I got you, bro. So we actually had one of your teammates on last week, JJ.
Yep.
So we had a good time interviewing him. He's a great young man. So I can't wait, man. I'm a DB, so I've been waiting on this. Even my co-host was like, we were talking beforehand. He was like, man, I turned on his tape and this dude's a baller. That's all. I can't wait. I've been talking to Simeon for a little minute now. I say he's a great kid. I need him in Miami, right? So I want to get to it, man. So like you said, you play a hybrid position, right?
Yes.
Do you have a set position that you want to play, or do you like the hybrid role?
I like the hybrid role, but at the end of the day, I'll play whatever I'm needed at. I've played both at the high school level, so I feel like I can play both, and I have no preference of where I play. So just wherever I can just make the most impact is where I want to be.
I got you, man. What's your current measurements, your height and weight?
6'3", 190.
Okay, cool. So have you seen much of Miami this year? Have you been keeping up with Miami?
Yes, sir, a little. I've been keeping up with them a little. They got off to a really great start, especially against the Florida game. I had a lot of my teammates at that game going with on a recruiting visit with Florida. But so they were like, "Oh wow, Miami!" When they left with a shock. They didn't think Miami would come in there and do what they did, and then it's been transitioning throughout the whole year. Coach Cristobal, he's done a great job preparing them. I saw it in the spring when I went down there. I went down there for one of their scrimmages in the spring, and the physicality. I've been to a lot of places, and they were easily the most physical team that I've been seeing. So seeing that translate to the season is not surprising.
I got you. You got any visits planned to come down to Hard Rock and watch them live?
I have no visits plan as of now. I don't have any visits plan anywhere as of now. Just focusing on my season right now. It's a lot traveling and then coming back for a Monday practice with, especially with schoolwork and everything. So, but I definitely am looking to see if I can make a game right now. So, but don't know which one. But I definitely am trying to make it down for one.
I got you. So Miami defense, right? I like to call it just a universal defense, right? Like it's not a 3-4, it's not a 4-3, it's not this. They just go out and play ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that in a defense? Like it's just versatile. As a hybrid guy, I don't know what I'm gonna be lined up as. Even in a formation when I take the field, I might be in a linebacker position and come down to rush the passer, or like, or do you want to set defense? Like I would rather play in a 4-3.
No, especially with me playing a hybrid position, I love the versatility, especially like with this day and age in football. Everything's changing, especially offenses are being very creative. So you need something to keep up with that. So I love what they're doing with just and not having to set defense and just adapting to what the offense gives them. And then especially with me being able to play multiple positions, I know that wherever I'm at on that play, they're gonna put me in the best position to do my job. And no matter where I am, they're not going to put me on the field if they don't think I can do it. So, just being in a place where I can make an impact, like I said earlier, even if it's at safety playing in the post or if it's at linebacker coming off the edge, they're putting me in that position for a reason because they think I could do it. So I love the versatility of it.
I got you. So Miami has an overall top 10 defense right now in the country. And they're doing kind of everything, right? I mean, got interceptions, they're, getting sacks, stuff like that. Is that something that you're keeping an eye on specifically? Like, man, or I just want to see how the safeties and linebackers play. Or are you looking at defense as a whole?
I'm looking at I'm just looking at the defense as a whole, just because I don't know what set position I'm going to be playing at. But I am keeping an eye on the linebackers and what Coach D-Nick is doing. He's probably the coach I've been in communication with the most with Miami. So I have been looking at what he's been doing with his linebackers. And then they've been balling. They've had a lot of turnovers, interceptions, and they've just been flying to the ball, playing sideline to sideline, coming downhill and hitting. So I've definitely watching the whole defense, but just I have been keeping an eye on what the linebackers have been doing.
I got you, man. I'm gonna pass my co-host, man. He'll chop it up with you and then pass it back.
Real quick, if the people in the comments don't get off my glasses, I'm gonna start putting. The dude said I got on rec specs, man. I haven't heard of rec specs in a long, long time. Y'all leave me alone. So, Miami offered you. You mentioned Coach D. Nick, and that was going to be one of my first questions. Miami offered you like on April 25th, and I know you mentioned him when you tweeted that out. Is there a relationship there with him? And if so, did you know him like beforehand? Is this something new to you? Kind of describe D. Nick and kind of what you know about him.
The first time I was in communication with him was around the time I got the offer. But then ever since then, we've been in communication, especially when I went down there. He showed me a lot of love, a lot of respect. He treated me like I was a priority there. And then especially since, June 15th, when they were able to start contacting us, it's been crazy. He's been hitting me up a lot. So me and him have built a great relationship. He's a great guy, and then he's also a great coach. So he's just a guy that you want to play for. There are some coaches that are just good coaches, and then you'd be like, but off the field, they're okay people. But Coach D-Nick, he's a great person off the field. Even if he wasn't a coach, he would still be someone that I just want to be around.
Got you. Just so you know, not trying to help you along or anything, but like that's pretty much what you hear from everybody you talk to about him. Like that's legit. You know what I mean? That's not just a sales pitch. That's just how he is. So you kind of get that same answer. So it's real. So I know safety and linebacker. I've seen some outlets they'll literally have you as a safety, and then they'll have you ranked, in the top linebackers in the country. It kind of goes back and forth. You could probably do whatever, and I know you talked a little bit about it, but what are you hearing mostly from programs when they come to recruit you? Do they look at you as a safety? Do they look at you as a linebacker? Or is it just sort of kind of open right now?
It's open, just depending on what their defense is and how they evaluate. Each school evaluates differently depending on what type of caliber players they want. Some schools want bigger thumper linebackers, and some schools want more agile linebackers, or like vice versa with safety. So just depending on what the school, how they run their defense and what they evaluate their position at. So depending, but I have some schools have said, like in my earlier years in college, freshman sophomore year, that they see me playing safety and then moving up to linebacker as my body grows, I gain weight and start moving to that linebacker position. So I have heard that from some schools, but then it just really just depends on the school.
Okay. To kind of touch on that a little bit, what are your measurements right now, height and weight?
6'3", 190.
Okay, cool. Sophomore season, 137 tackles, couple interceptions. You had a sack, blocked a couple extra points. How do you top that, man? Like, you still got a little bit of time left to go. What continues to drive you, knowing you've already kind of hit numbers like that?
Last year it was my freshman year I played a little, but I played, like, I had like a third down package that I used to go in on third and long calls, and then I made a lot of plays in that. So then our coach was like, "Man, we just got to get them on the field." So then I ended up playing a lot in the regular defense towards the end of my freshman year. Sophomore year became the starter, and just was starting to just find my footing as a starter. And later in the year, I felt like it just everything. First few games, sophomore year, everything was still a little fast, but I was just able to adapt to it. And later in the year, I just started just flowing, and it just became natural to me. So I feel like from the get go, I'll be in that zone that I was in the later half of my sophomore year. And now we just have to build on that. I had 137 tackles last year. This year the goal is 150. 150 this year. And I was, I think, 6th in Florida. The goal is to lead it this year in tackles. So, I was one of my teammates, actually, Trent Carter, who's committed to Louisville. He was one tackle ahead of me. So he was one tackle ahead of me. He was 4th in Florida. So, great guy, great kid. I love playing with him, but he was taking he was taking half of my tackles. So I feel like this year with him gone, wish him the best at Louisville. He's doing a great job up there. I talked to him; he's doing a great job. But now I feel like I got a lot more tackles coming my way.
I love it, man. I love that competition. That's good stuff right there. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have an uncle who's pretty involved in the college football world, correct?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yep.
A lot of folks, Miami fans, probably don't know who he is, but they're going to know. Talk a little bit. Who's your uncle right now? Who is that?
Tim Walton. He's the current DB secondary coach at Ohio State.
Yeah, it's been a little time at Miami, so I wasn't aware of that either. And when I was kind of looking around today, I kind of came across that. So that's always interesting when there's, some sort of connection, depending on when it was to Miami. I always like to bring that up. Last thing for me, and I'm going to pass it back. I always like to talk about other sports and things like that. I know you play a little basketball. Any other sports you're involved in besides football and basketball?
I ran track last year. I ran the 100 and the 4x1. Our 4x1 team won the state championship for our class. So, and then we set a school record. So hopefully, and then all of the 4 guys on the 4x1 are returning. So hopefully we break the record and go back to back in the state championship this year.
Okay, cool. Let me get one more in. I'll pass it back to you, Rasta. But because just from talking to you, you're very well spoken. You carry yourself well. Great interview. But then when I watch your film, something's different, because when I'm watching your film, you're not like this on the football field. There's a switch or something that goes off. What happens, man, when you get on that field? Is that just something that kind of comes on when you get on the field? And then which way are you on the sideline in the locker room? Are you more laid back kind of guy, or are you still kind of that hyped up, aggressive like you are on the field?
I feel like as any of my teammates, they'll know me as a goofy, funny guy. outside of the field, even on the sideline when. Yeah. Even on the sideline when something goes wrong, I'm the guy that's like, hey, everything's okay. Just calm down. Let's fix it. Next play. I don't yell at anyone for mistakes. Like, I'm a calm guy. But then on the field, it's just something that, something that has to switch. And you don't get many opportunities to play the sport you love. So every time you go out there, you have to take the most of it. And there's no anger, and like some people play like they're just mad at everything, and it's not like that with me. It's just I just love doing what I do. I love the sport, so I just go out there and I just have fun. If I don't know if they have it on my highlights, but after a lot of my tackles, I'm just celebrating dancing, doing TikTok dances, and it's just having fun. That's just who I am. I'm just having fun because I love the sport. If there was one thing I can do in my life, if someone told me no TV, no phone, or no football for the rest of my life, you can throw away my phone. I'll choose to be outside every day. It's just what I love to do, and so knowing that you get limited opportunities to do it, every chance you get, you just have to make the most of it and have fun, no matter if it's going good or bad. Even when stuff's not going your way, that's part of football. If you blew a team out 57-0, you won, but it's not rewarding. It's not a good win versus a hard fought 57-50 win like we had last week. It made the win much worth it because we had to fight and battle to the end. So it's better when things don't always go your way. So I feel like that is the great side about football. Not everything's going to go your way, but it's learning how to handle it. And I feel like that's a great part about football also.
I tell you, I think you just gave me a great answer. You don't even realize you did it. Probably I can tell by talking to you, your passion and your love for the game. That's what's on the field. That's what I'm seeing when I watch that film and see those tapes. I can see that right there. That's what that is, man. You love the game and it shows. It's real. And you're going to get a chance to do it for a long time. Hopefully it's wearing these colors right here, but if not, best of luck. So that's all I got, man. I'm going to pass it back. My host is going to sign off with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So I just got a couple more for you, man. I'll get you out of here for the rest of the night. So you play with some elite guys, right? I want to talk about one guy, Mr. Naeem Burrows, right? Yeah. What's it like going against him every day in practice? How does he help you get better? And, how do you help him get better?
It's always I always, whenever I can, one-on-ones, whenever we go to practice. I don't even play I don't even play DB really anymore for my school, but whenever I finish with inside, I always run down to the one-on-one and I'm like, hey, Naeem, come on, let's get one rep in. So just the competitor and me and him, for him to always be like, okay, let's line it up, let's go. So it's just great for me to always have an opportunity to go against him. He's one of the top players at his position, always pushing me. So I don't win every rep against him. I win some, but he's one of the top guys. And so even the reps I lose against him is learning. And after every rep, me and him talk through it. Some people don't understand that every little thing is mental. So when I press him and I win a rep, he'll come back to me on the side. He was like, when I gave you this release, what were you thinking? I was like, oh, when you did that, I was thinking, oh, you have to come back inside. So I stayed patient and just punched my hand, didn't really move my feet. And then when he beat me with a release, I was like, hey, what were you thinking when I opened my hips? Just a lot of the mental things that it happens in literally under a second that people from the outside are watching. But in me and his head, it's like just so much going on. So me and him, just not even just going against each other, but being able to talk through the reps that me and him go against is a great opportunity to go against him. And I'm happy that he's one of my teammates, just to be to push me in practice, and then also to see what he does on the games. Seeing what he does on the on game days is incredible.
Got you. So obviously you guys have probably played ball for quite some time together. You guys talk about teaming up in college, going to the same school, continue the tradition, or you guys kind of like you doing your own thing?
Everyone has their own path. We've talked about what if we all went to the same school, and like we were like how cool that would be, but everyone, we each have our own path, and we all know that, there's no, hey, we all gotta go to the same school. Everyone has to make the best decision for themselves. So, if we end up going to the same school and we feel like that's the best decision for us and it ends up being the same school, then it's a great it's just a great opportunity to stay teammates. But even if it's not, we know that we're gonna pick the best places for ourselves. And if it's not the same school, then that just is what it is. We just have to make a decision that's gonna better our future for ourselves.
No, I got you, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. It has been a blast talking to you. We'll definitely get you back on. Obviously, you're going through your junior season, so you got a little ways to go. We'll definitely be in contact with you more and more throughout the whole process. Before you go, real quick, man, shout yourself out. Let people know where to follow you on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want people to tune into your recruitment.
Instagram at C_Sim 24. Just go follow it. Just keep up with me. You'll be hearing my name a lot in the next few years.
I got you, man. Enjoy your night, bro. We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was 2026 linebacker / DB out of Jacksonville, Florida, the Bull School. Great interview. I'm excited. This next young man, I can't wait to get him on. Big time prospect, the number one running back in the entire country out of 2026. I would even put him in there in that 2025 conversation. Mr. Racine, how you doing, brother?
What's good? I'm doing good, man. Chilling.
Hey, I appreciate the time, man. I appreciate you coming on. Real quick, for everybody watching, let them know who you are, where you play, and what position you are.
My name is Racine Guillory Jr. I'm a running back at Alito, Texas. We the state champs 12 times.
But the number one running back. We got to put that in there. The number one running
The number one, if people don't know. For the people that don't know.
Nah, man, but I appreciate it, man, honestly. We won't keep you long. We'll get you in, kind of just chop it up with you and get you out of here for the rest of the night. Sure. So you're finally making your way down to Miami this Friday night. I'm excited for you because I know you're a Texas boy, and these Texas boys are balling out right now in Miami. Obviously, another running back, and Damian Martinez, another Texas boy. But then you got potential Heisman candidate, Cam Ward doing his thing. What are you looking forward to most? Just making the visit in general. What's something that you kind of like, man, I can't wait to either see this or do this?
Man, I'm ready just to see like the atmosphere of what it's like to be out there. Like I already know the coaches, we fan, like we locked in all the way. So like I know what it is when I get down there. I know the coaches, I know how cool they is just off FaceTiming and just talking to them every day. So really I'm just looking forward to getting down there, seeing the atmosphere, seeing the fans, how they coming, and just how Miami treat me.
Yeah, I'm hoping this hurricane push a little to the left, man. Hopefully it don't mess up no plans or nothing.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried about, but I ain't really tripping. I'm still gonna come down there and have a good time.
Yeah, I'm hoping you get down as much as you can, man. It is a different vibe in Texas, obviously, but nonetheless, it's still a vibe regardless. So let's talk a little bit about your season, man. Obviously, almost halfway through it, right? Having an incredible season already. Had one last year as well. What's some things that, man, you're looking forward to this year? Whether it's a state championship game, beating some numbers you had previous year. What's some things that you're looking forward to? Just accomplishing this year.
So really, I'm trying to get to 2,000 rushing yards. That's like one of the main goals, but really just get a state championship. That's really the number one. Like the 2,000, that's cool, but if we can get that state championship with me and Caden Finley and Gavin Beard as like the top guys there as juniors, that's gonna be big just in history wise. So I'm going for history. The 2,000, that's gonna come. So my main goal really is the state championship and just getting it done with my boys.
I got you, man. So obviously the state of Texas produces, right? There's no doubt about it. Put them top 3, top 2, wherever you want to put them.
Yeah.
But in general, man, running back has been something that's come out of Texas heavily. Who are some idols that you may have grown up watching? Some people you might idolize after? Just like who are some people that you looked up to?
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, y'all. But I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I like growing up, I never watched football. Like I watch it a little bit, but I just can't sit down and watch a whole football game. Like, and so growing up, I played Pee Wee. So I always looked at like Pee Wee players as like the NFL players to me. It was like the NFL and stuff was kind of boring. So like it really no Texas back that I just grew up watching. But like my freshman year, when I first started just watching film and everything, started watching Caden Durham. He at LSU right now, and that's a dude that I say he got everything. Like he a back that I look up to and just study and just watch. So I'll probably say Caden Durham. I had a coach, Jonathan Gray. He was my coach my freshman year my freshman year for a little bit. And I mean I watched his film, and so I guess I say he had a good little what's the word I'm looking for?
The influence.
A good influence into me a little bit, but
I got you.
majority of my life I ain't really watched football, so I really just can't say no Texas back that growing up, but high school wise came Durham.
I got you. Nah, like in the big three states, Florida, Texas, and California. I mean, I've been all over, bro. And I would say that's not really too crazy to say because
Yeah.
I mean, in the South in general, high school football is more popular, and then Pee Wee. I mean, we get people out here betting on games. I mean, that's a
It,
you
it,
know big lie. So
it get like
I'm
that.
not gonna doubt you.
Yeah.
So obviously, this college football is kind of feeling like it's taking a step back. You get USC looking pretty good. Texas looks pretty good. Miami's on the
Yeah.
way back up. Get a lot of teams, that's kind of like, okay, I'm starting to feel like the old days, right?
Yeah.
Who are some teams that's kind of caught your eyes, this season? Just like, hey, like they doing good. Like I'm gonna look at them and watch them.
It's only one team.
What?
Miami. Miami. It's only like I expected Texas to do what they do because it's Texas, but Miami and the ACC popping it like this, like that's different. And I expected it from like the Texas schools because look who they getting. They getting all the Texas athletes. They getting them like all the five. So it's like that's expected. But seeing a team like Miami just come out here, especially that offense sparkling. It's like that's shocking to me. So like I never just thought of Miami. Like I'm keeping 100. I'm a Texas player. Like, I'm a Texas player. Like I ain't never just think of Miami. So when I hear Miami, I'm like Miami, Miami. So just seeing Miami up there is crazy. And I say that's the team that really just caught my eye. Like, I don't really watch no other team. Like I watched the game against I forgot the name. The UCF US.
Yeah, USF.
Yeah, I was watching to the first half, then turned it off because I was like, man, this game going slow. As soon as I
Yeah,
turn it back on, it's a blowout. So that's just like I'm like, So
right.
I say Miami, like Miami is a school that just really just caught my eye.
I got you. So we had our running back commit on Girard Pringle. Now I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's in the 25 class. He committed to Miami right now.
Yeah.
So I asked him this question. I kind of want to ask you this because there's a stigma around Miami at the moment because Cam Moore's having an incredible season. That Miami's struggling to run the ball, right?
Mhm.
Miami's not running the ball well, but yet we're averaging almost 200 yards a game. What's your take on this? Like, do you see that when you watch the game, or you kind of seeing like, man, these dudes are hooping? Like, what you see?
I say they hooping. I mean, as a running back, once you get the ball, everybody know you got the ball. So whatever you get that's great. Like if you getting 5'10", you still moving the ball. So I say that just people who ain't never played football before or never just 5-10 yards is good for a running back. You still moving the chain. You want something deep, that's for the receivers. But if a running back do something getting 40-50, then that's like, oh, okay. So I just say that's a crazy take. And 200 yards a game, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, especially when last game our true freshman Jordan Lyle just set a Miami record for 91-yard touchdown run. I mean,
That's
it
different. That's different.
when you know Miami's coaches, the head coach, he's an O-line guy, right?
Mhm.
And then you have probably arguably one of, if not the top 5 O-line coach in the country. Does that play a factor to you? Like, do you look at that and be like, man, I know I'm gonna get some time behind that line, or like that don't really matter to you?
Man, it matters, but it really don't. Like, it really don't. It matters a little bit, but I swear, the whole coaching staff. I like the whole coaching staff, and so I feel like I like my O line coach right now. Like, he been here for a long time, so he know when to how everything should play out. So I say, but everything started at the line. So having that is really special.
Right.
Having a person that means we really might run the ball a lot, but that's a great thing to have.
I got you, man. I'm gonna pass my co-host, man. Let him chop it up. Then he'll pass it back.
Let's do it.
All right, so you're going to be in Miami Friday night for the game.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned this season for you. The big goal is to win a state title and to do that with your boys and your teammates. So, which of them dudes you bringing with you Friday?
Man, I don't think nobody else got a Miami offer.
That's all right. Bring them up here and get them in front of everybody, and then that offer will come. We'll handle that later.
I'm trying, but they booked, man. They booked.
Yeah.
Everybody else they trying to find their home too. So
yeah,
everybody else already they getting booked.
I understand. So Miami offered you on September 1st, and I know Coach Merritt, running back coach there. Can you describe the offer, kind of how that came to be, and is there a relationship with Coach Merritt, and kind of describe him to us?
Man, so what was his day? So like, I think I'm just chilling in the crib one day, and I get a follow on Twitter, and it's Coach Merritt. So I'm like, bro, I'm waiting. Like, I've been waiting for a Florida offer. I ain't got no Florida offer. So I'm like, Florida must not rocking with the kids. So just once that came in, and we start topping it up, and I was like, dang, it's real. But my pops, he getting on me. He like, bro, you need to start finding the Miami people, bro. You need to take somebody, figure something out. I'm like, man, I'm trying. And then when like I had a little injury, so I really feel like people really was like, they ain't really just want to come at me because I had a little injury. But once Coach Mary was like, man, we start topping it up. He understand where I came from and how I grew up. We just start connecting in different ways. So once he realized that, he gave me the offer, and I was like, as soon as I got the phone with him, I called my pops. I'm like, you gonna believe who just offered me? He like, who? I said, Miami. He said, shut up, you lying, cap. He told some cap. I'm like, man, what I'm a lie for? Because usually, like, I screenshot my offer and send it to him after I post it on Twitter. He like, I'm gonna know once you send the thing. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna send it. And then Coach Merritt called me back, so I ain't get to send it to him. It's like 10 minutes go by. He like, bro, you playing, bro. You ain't get the offer for real. I'm like, man, hold on. I'm still on the phone with the coach. I'm finna send it to you. And so once I did that and I posted it, it's like just that offer. I'd say that offer really just it woke me up because I was man. I really after I got my surgery, I didn't really feel like coaches was gonna rock with me like that. Cause as a running back, once you go hurt, once you get down or something, it's like, is he still gonna be the same? And it's a lot of my running back that can come in. So when he just came in and offered me like that, it was like, all right, he believed me.
Then we lost him. Might have got a phone call.
Coach Merritt.
My bad, I got a phone call. My bad, y'all. What I was saying? I forgot what I said, but
oh, you're good. You're good.
So,
So watching your film, man, highly impressed. Your vision, body control. That's two of the things that stuck out to me. But I want you to describe your game to the people watching, the people that aren't familiar with you. When you commit, let's redo that. When you commit to Miami, what kind of player are they going to get? Describe your game to us, and maybe tell us a few things you want to continue to work on and get better at.
Y'all gonna get a kid that's very confident, coming in, I support my teammates all the way, no matter what. And as a player, I say I'm electric. You know, I can catch the ball at the backfield. I can run routes. I can block, you know, go to quarterback, throw it. I can do whatever y'all need me to do. So I say you getting a player that's just electric and a player that's gonna make you want to, and you ain't gonna never sit down. You gonna be you gonna be standing up the whole time. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Like you gonna get the show. That's what they call me, the show. You gonna get a show. I promise you that.
Love it. Can't wait. Is it important to you as far as the offense, like what kind of offensive program runs? Or are you looking at that at all? Anything that you think fits you better?
Yeah, but I like the Miami offense. I mean, it's balanced. I like a balanced offense. I don't really,
Okay.
you know, as a like I said, we running backs. We can't get the ball every play, you know, and so I respect run the ball a few times, pass it like something that's balanced and even, or getting the back out on a quick little flare out or something. Like I'm cool with that. It don't gotta be nothing too crazy. So
Got you. Got you. Last thing for me, you're not playing football. You're not talking to Coach Merritt. You're not doing all that stuff. What are you doing in your downtime, man? Hobbies, things you like to do?
I'm playing the game. I'm on the game. I'm on the game with my friends, just being a kid, you know. My Without football, what I be? Man, I'm in the crib. I'm in the crib chilling with my dog, playing the game with my brother, playing the game. Like I say, I'm a gamer. That's just something I do. And
Yeah.
and I make music sometimes. Like I make music on the side. Just
Oh, okay.
you like as a like just to release something I be feeling. You know, if you like got rage or anything you going through mentally, I just let it out on the track so I won't hold it in. And so
Got you.
I
Got you.
say that's
Love
something
it.
I do.
Good stuff. Hey, that's all for me. And just think, man, if your dad was so excited about that offer, just imagine how excited he's going to be when you tell him you want to actually commit to Miami. So,
Man, he ready
that's
to
going
get
to
out there. Wait, watch. Y'all watch. Why when we get out there?
can't wait to see it. Hey, thank you so much, man. Best of luck, and I'm going to pass it back.
Yes, sir.
All
So, making music, obviously, something you like to do and stuff. If you commit to Miami, if you get down to Miami and stuff, you got to link up with Major Nine, former Miami player, played for the Cleveland Browns. He's literally in the industry making music now.
Major Nine. Hold on. I heard of him.
Yeah. He
Major
played in Miami.
Nine. Y'all lying.
I swear to God. His name Ed Thomas. Look him up. So, and then Jalen Phillips, who plays for the Dolphins, he came to Miami as and went to the music program and stuff like that. So, I mean, if it's a hobby or whatever, I mean, that's still ways you can make a move off of that too. But yeah, check him out, Major Nine. Chad Thomas, he played for Miami in I believe 2014 to like 2017. So yeah, check him out, man.
That just blew my mind. I swear I heard of his song before. I know I ain't tripping.
Nah, you probably heard of. He blew up like he got songs with Rick Ross. He makes songs for Rick Ross, all that. So
is he a rapper? Or he like a singer?
It's a little bit of both. He it's like I don't even know how he rappers.
I know, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love Florida music though.
I'll send you something when we get off. I got you.
I bet you gotta put me down.
I got you. I actually link you up too, so we'll make we'll make some steak.
Okay, bet.
So when you get down to Miami, hopefully, if all goes well and stuff like that with Storm and everything else, in the meantime, y'all have safe travels regardless. So when you get down, man, what you looking forward to, as far as like, maybe linking up with Cam Ward, Damian Martinez, kind of getting to know them or asking them questions. Just like, what's some things that you're looking forward to?
I'm really I want to meet Martinez because they say he's from Texas. So yeah. I just want to see how he transferred over from being out here to going out there and just, being a Texas man and just being able to talk to other people and just, get cool. And Cam Ward, the only question I got from him is like, man, I need his like I love his confidence, his game. Like he a dog, and I love that. And I just want to, ask him like, man, what make you like that? Like, did y'all see what he did when he was like
pointing right where the run was gonna go?
When he told him, he was like, "We're going right here."
Yeah, he told us we going
right
here.
Nothing you can do about it. Like we're going right here, and we went right there.
Man. So he did that in the Florida game to start the year, and then he did it last week as well. you speak on confidence for himself, but you know how much confidence you got to have in your O line, and then to trust your running backs to say, hey, bro, we going here, and you run the ball there, and it works. Like you talking about confidence. That's not even just confidence in yourself. That's confidence in your team. Respect like through the whole 9 yards. So
for real.
But yeah, so I hope, bro, you and your pops are able to make it out. You got anybody coming else? Like anybody?
I got my mom coming too.
Okay, hey, hopefully it's safe weather. Y'all have fun, man. Before I get you out of here, bro.
Hold on, watch this. Look, this my pops right here.
Pops. How you doing, Pops?
There he is.
Right.
He was just telling us that you couldn't believe when he got to Miami off. He was just telling us how everything was going and stuff.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Y'all don't even understand. I don't want to sound typical, but yeah, y'all got our attention full.
Hey, wait till he commits to Miami. You're gonna be real excited then.
Nah, that's why we trying to get out there for sure, man. We ready to get out there. We hoping everything go great, cause we trying to go ahead and yeah.
I feel you, man. Like I was telling him, man, y'all have a safe flight no matter what. Hopefully the storm get up out of here real quick. I mean, it's not expecting to hit Miami, but hopefully it go around us and
respect
out. So, but
it ain't Miami, but I don't care, Pops. I like the shirt. I like your jersey.
Man, I'll just be matching, man. I had a little hat. I'll just be matching, man. Don't trip. Next time you see me, I'll be full of Miami, girl.
That's all right. I like it. If it's not going to be Miami, that's right there. That's okay. That's all right. Thank you.
We appreciate y'all time, man. We appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all have a blessed night, man. We'll be in touch.
No, for sure. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man. So that's obviously 5-star 2026 running back out of Texas. If you haven't watched his tape yet, man, y'all please go check him out. Young man is a absolute stud. I know he coming off of injury and stuff, but he getting back to where he need to be. And I mean, bro, just talking, obviously it pops too, bro. Hey, I'm all in, dog. Give me that young man. I'll take him all day long. His attitude, his demeanor, the way he presents himself, bro. I'll take that all day long. I can see why Coach Merritt is all in.
I thought it was funny. He said he wanted to get to or talk to Cam and find out like where he gets his confidence. I'm like, well, you need more, bro. You need more confidence. Shit, Cam, I'll be asking you a few questions to be honest with you.
I love it, man. But man, like I said, man, we'll be back every Monday night, 8 p.m. sharp, trying to bring fire just like the night. Everybody was amazing. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better lineup tonight.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Dave, you got anything before we get up out of here?
No, man, nothing. Just looking forward to Friday night, right? Game week. We don't have to wait till Saturday. We get our game out the way Friday, then we can kind of relax on Saturday and watch some ball. So, no, man, I don't have nothing. Just show up Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, at least we ain't got to wait like next week till like 10:30 at night.
Bro, I'm already worried about that.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long day.
I'm gonna be in a situation by the time 10:30. Anyway. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, man. Hey, man, like I said, please like, subscribe. We are on a new channel. Let us know maybe if y'all see somebody else y'all want to interview, throw them in there. We'll do all this. 2026 is here. These kids, I love this class so far. These kids are fun. Yeah. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Tune in next week. And as always, it's all about the you.